Hey, fellow seekers of wisdom and lovers of enchanting tales, if you found yourself captivated by the magic of our storybook, The Living Planet, A Tale of Love, Light, and Ancient Secrets, then we have a special treat for you. In this very episode, we're diving deeper into the mystical realms of our beloved story. We'll share additional insights, surprising tidbits, and expanded adventures that complement the main narrative. Before we begin our enchanting journey, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Together, let's embark on this extraordinary adventure filled with wisdom, wonder, and the harmonious connection between humanity and our dear Mother Earth. Let the magic unfold. Now, without further ado, let's continue the captivating narrative from where our storybook left off. Chapter 1. The planet with a pulse in the beginning, before the days of bustling cities, ringing phones, and soaring airplanes, there existed only Gaia, the Earth. She was not merely a planet made of rocks and vast oceans. No, she was truly alive, like a slumbering child cradled by the starlight. Gaia didn't communicate in words, but in a language of energy. When animals frolicked, forests flourished, and humans sang with hearts full of joy, she would glow with radiant happiness. Yet when discord, war, and greed tainted the earth, her rivers seemed to slow their dance, and her skies grew heavy with sorrow. Across cultures and ages, the ancient ones understood this profound truth. They bestowed upon her many names, each echoing the same sentiment: Pachamama in the majestic Andes, Bumi in the mystical embrace of Indonesia, Terra in the heart of ancient Rome, and Aluna in the wisdom of the Kogi people of Colombia. All recognized that our planet possessed a soul, and that every act of kindness was like a gentle breeze upon her face, soothing and invigorating. Chapter 2. The Song of Peace. In the Himalayas, high in the lap of the Himalayas, nestled amidst snow-capped peaks and tranquil valleys, lay a small village. Here lived a young girl named Toshi, whose spirit was as pure and bright as the Himalayan sky. Toshi had a recurring dream, a dream of an ancient golden tree whispering secrets to her soul. It spoke of a time when peace would return to the earth, and the planet would blossom once more. One day, Toshi shared her dream with her grandfather, a venerable monk whose wisdom was as vast as the mountains themselves. He listened patiently, and when she finished, a gentle smile graced his wrinkled face. "Toshi, my child," he began, his voice resonating with calmness. Long ago, the monks would gather in meditation, and the very air around them hummed with tranquility. During those moments, peace flowed from the mountains to the valleys, and flowers would miraculously sprout from bare rock. He continued, "But you must understand that peace is not merely the absence of conflict. It is a melody that resonates within us all. A melody that, when played, harmonizes the world around us." Inspired by her grandfather's words, Toshi and the villagers began to meditate, sing, and plant gardens. Their songs carried on the wind, echoing the ancient melodies of peace. Gradually, the barren land transformed. Birds returned to their nests in the trees, and the gurgling of streams that had long fallen silent once again filled the valleys. People's hearts seemed to lighten, and the skies above shimmered with renewed clarity. As the years passed, Toshi grew, and with her, the legend of the golden tree grew. For wherever seeds of peace were sown, life seemed to flourish anew, reminding all who lived in the valley of the profound impact of inner harmony. Chapter 3. The tree that cried in the Amazon, deep within the emerald embrace of the Amazon rainforest, where sunlight dripped through the canopy in golden showers, there lived a young boy named Rui. Rui's tribe had a profound bond with the forest. They felt its pulse, understood its whispers, and honored its ancient wisdom. One fateful morning, Rui awoke to an eerie sight. The lush, green leaves of the rainforest were laden with glistening amber tears. The elders of the tribe, their faces etched with concern, gathered beneath the weeping branches of an ancient kapok tree. "Oh, wise elders," Rui asked, his young voice trembling with concern. "Why does the forest cry?" A weathered hand rested on his shoulder. "The forest weeps because she is in pain," an elder replied, his voice echoing the gravity of the situation. "Too much noise, too much harm, not enough respect. She feels it all." That evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the forest floor, Rui retreated to his family's hut. There, nestled amidst the vibrant textiles and aromatic herbs, sat his grandmother, her eyes twinkling with ancient wisdom. "Abuela," he began, seeking solace in her comforting presence, "the forest is sad. Can you help us understand why?" His grandmother closed her eyes, a serene smile gracing her lips. "Close your eyes, Rui," she whispered, "and listen to the rhythm of the earth." As he obeyed, a faint humming sound filled his ears, a melody so ancient it resonated deep within his bones. "That, Abuela?" Rui whispered, his voice filled with awe. "What is it?" "That, my grandson, is the love song of the forest. It is the essence of our connection to the earth. And just as any living being, she needs love, respect, and care to thrive." His grandmother continued, "The forest is crying because she yearns for this song to return." Inspired by his grandmother's words, Rui began to hum the tune he had heard. As he did, a sense of calm washed over him. The next morning Rui returned to the weeping tree and sang the love song of the forest at its base. And slowly, miraculously, the tree's tears turned to sparkling dew. Birdsong filled the air, the forest seemed to sigh with relief, and the cycle of life renewed itself. Chapter 4. The African drums of unity. In the heart of Ghana, nestled between rolling hills and verdant valleys, lay a small village named Eben. Its people were known for their vibrant culture and harmonious way of life. At the center of the village stood a magnificent baobab tree, its branches reaching towards the sky like ancient arms. Beneath this tree, Mama Amina, the village elder, held a place of honor. One day, a shadow fell over the land. Quarrels arose among the villagers, and the drums of unity fell silent. The earth trembled, crops withered, and the animals vanished. Silence descended upon Eben, and worry etched lines on Mama Eminata's face. She called the villagers together. "We have forgotten the rhythm of unity," she said, her voice echoing the sorrow in her heart. "When we argued, we would sit beneath this baobab tree and drum until peace returned. But now discord has taken root, and the earth herself feels our pain." A young boy named Kojo stepped forward, his eyes shining with determination. "I remember the rhythm," he exclaimed. "I heard it in my dreams." Closing his eyes, he began to drum, his heart pouring into each beat. Slowly, other villagers joined him, their drums filling the air with a steady, soothing rhythm. As the drumming reached a crescendo, a lone bird returned to perch on the baobab tree. Hope blossomed in the villagers' hearts. Day by day, the land healed, rare flowers bloomed, and even the cracked ground sprouted new life. One evening, scientists arrived in the village. "This harmony," they whispered in awe, "this is a natural wonder." And so, with the rhythm of unity restored, Eben embraced peace once more, forever mindful of the delicate balance between humanity and the rhythms of the earth. Chapter 5. The ocean's mirror in Polynesia, across the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, scattered like jewels amidst a sapphire sea, lie the islands of Samoa and Fiji. These tropical paradises were not just renowned for their breathtaking beauty, but also for their deep connection to the sea. The Polynesian people believed that the ocean was a living, breathing entity, a mirror reflecting the emotions of humankind. When humans treated the ocean with reverence, fishing sustainably, surfing with joy, and speaking kindly to the waves, the ocean responded in kind. But when greed and disrespect tainted human interaction with the sea, the ocean roared in discontent. One day, a young girl named Mona dove into the turquoise waters near her Samoan village. As she explored the vibrant coral reefs, she noticed a pod of dolphins entangled in a discarded fishing net. Without hesitation, Mona swam to their aid. With nimble fingers, she began to cut the net, humming an ancient song of thanks to the ocean as she worked. Once freed, the dolphins circled Mona in gratitude, their playful whistles echoing her joy. That night, an extraordinary event unfolded. A luminous rainbow tide washed ashore, bringing with it an array of treasures, shells, pearls, and even pieces of ancient driftwood. The villagers gathered in wonder, their faces illuminated by the magical glow. "The ocean has blessed us," they whispered in awe, recognizing Mona's act of kindness and respect as the cause of this enchantment. Chapter 6. The Firekeepers of Australia. In the heart of Australia, where ancient cultures thrived and the land stretched as far as the eye could see, the Aboriginal Dreamtime stories echoed through generations. These tales, rich with symbolism and profound wisdom, spoke of a time when the world was created and the laws of nature were established. One such story revolved around the sacred element of fire. Legend had it that Biami, the creator spirit, bestowed fire upon the people with a solemn warning: use this light with love and respect, or it will burn the sky. The Aboriginal people cherished this gift, understanding its dual nature, a source of warmth and sustenance, yet also capable of immense destruction. They passed down the knowledge of fire stick farming, a traditional practice of controlled burning to renew the land and ensure its health. In modern times, however, bushfires raged across Australia, threatening to engulf everything in their path. Yet in some communities, guided by elders like Karoo, the ancient wisdom of fire management prevailed. These communities practiced small, controlled burns that cleared undergrowth, allowing for the growth of new, vibrant grasses and flowers. Birds returned to nest in the rejuvenated landscape, and rare species of plants blossomed. Scientists from around the world came to study these areas, marveling at the harmony between the people and the land. "This is harmony," they said. "This is knowledge older than science itself." Chapter 7. What the heart grows. The planet feels, from the snow-covered peaks of Japan to the heart of Kenya, from the ancient ruins of Peru to the icy plains of Norway. A quiet revolution was stirring. People from all walks of life, young and old, were awakening to the profound connection between their actions and the state of the planet. When a child smiled, the earth seemed to bask in the joy. When someone spoke words of kindness to nature, flowers bloomed brighter. When laughter echoed through valleys, animals emerged from their hiding places. When people chose peace over anger, rivers flowed with renewed vitality. And when they expressed gratitude to the planet, the sky responded with brilliant sunsets, and the grass beneath their feet grew greener and softer. Even scientific studies began to echo these ancient beliefs. Researchers found that plants grew better when spoken to gently, that water crystals changed shape based on loving words, and that animals responded to affection like children to a soothing lullaby. Above all, it was the children who carried the purest energy, the essence that healed and rejuvenated the earth. Chapter 8. You are the seed. Our story is not confined to a distant past or faraway lands. It resonates within each one of us, urging us to remember our profound connection to the natural world. Every time you lend a helping hand, every time you say something kind, every time You create art, music, or laughter. Every time you choose peace over anger, every time you thank the earth for her bountiful gifts, you are watering the seeds of Gaia. You are telling the planet that she is cherished, that she is loved, and in response, she showers you with